Okay, it looks good now. Can you guys hear me? Are we back? That was super weird. My internet didn't blip. Maybe it did. It wouldn't have, though. I was still typing in the chat. OBS, like, disconnected. Like, you know, it wasn't even I was dropping frames. You know the little, like, Wi-Fi bar lines? It went from all green, which is what it always is, to, like, nothing with, like, a little X on it. And I got a pop-up, too. Which you think was an internet thing, but, I don't know why. Anyway, we're back. If you didn't see it, I said Friday's the best day to give yourself a little treat. Man, that sucks, because that was so early into the stream, too. Friday was the best day to give yourself a little treat, and also if you, like, work out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, then, yeah, you're always working out during comb. I like to go to the gym and do stuff when there are streams on, just because most of my gym work is cardio, just because it's what I like to do. It's what makes me feel good. And I'm really only in it to burn calories, kind of. I know, like, like weights and stuff is a good way to do that. But, like, that's just not, I just don't like to do that. I'm bad about it. And we opened up this wall. We've been on an elegant walk. I don't know if you guys saw that part. We opened up this hidden wall. What are we talking about? I'm scrolling back through the chat that now no one can see. Pixel said, I've decided to just phone it in. I think I stayed in bed for half the day today. I also was in bed a lot today. But then I did go, I went to a Tommy. I feel like I was talking about other things, too. Was Worry? I finished Hollow Knight, you guys. Great game. My game of the year, easy. I got emotional multiple times. I do think that the enjoyment of that game heavily, like, in the emotional way, heavily hinges on one's memory of Hollow Knight 1. But, you know, there's plenty to enjoy no matter what. But there are some awesome callbacks to Hollow Knight that I was very kind of wondering how much we would see in the game. And I was very excited. Musical memory, once for sure. Once, definitely. But like, Hollow Knight has a great soundtrack. How could you not remember it? What did I just get? I wanted to look at it. Because it definitely was a weapon, right? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was this crossbow. Is this one of those, like, multi-crossbows? Rapid-firing crossbow. I bet people love this weapon. If you hit all 3 of your shots, you get big heavy. Invented by Fiorenza, the richest merchant in all of Volgan. And to tie in all of the early stream conversation topics together, you guys, I also, this week, immediately upon finishing the game, because it went up, like a couple days before I finished it, or maybe a week or so, I watched the Moss Bag on the Hollow Knight Silksong lore. If you don't know, Moss Bag is like Hollow Knight's Vati Vidya, kind of. Except he has a much less soothing voice, but he's like kind of funny. I don't know, I feel like if you know a lot about Hollow Knight, you know Moss Bag. But he did the somewhat complete lore of Silksong. And I think that I followed this game's lore a lot better than I followed the lore of the first game. When I played Hollow Knight, I needed a Sizz there who had also played it, who knew like everything that was going on in the lore. But I didn't have that. But because I kind of remembered that, it was, I feel like I just kind of like had more of an idea on what it was going to be like. Or maybe the lore is just simpler in this game too. But yeah, easy goatee. I'm bummed that I kind of think it will get mopped by Expedition 33. Yeah, that's also true. Hornet herself talks in Silksong, which is not the case in the first Hollow Knight. Well, Hornet... Does Hornet talk? I don't remember. But your character doesn't talk. Hornet goes, Sha! I don't remember if she ever has a dialogue line in the first game. But your character doesn't talk. But that there are conversations that happen between Hornet and the other characters in Silksong, I think lends to understanding that game a little bit better. Even though they do talk in, like, cryptic platitudes a lot. But anyway, Expedition 33, that's awesome. I'm happy for you if you like really liked that game. I'm sure it's good. But I'm bummed that it had to be like the critical darling of this year. Not that any gaming awards shows really matter at all. They all suck. They're worthless. Good idea, Sis. But you know, if there was gonna be a game that I wanted to win an award, it was this one. I think it'll get like a pity genre category. At least in the Game Awards, which I don't remember if the last time we talked they had been the noms had been announced, but they were announced. Will, didn't your brother like turn Claire Obscure to easy mode? Will's brother is a cryptid, you guys, if you don't know. Will's watching Gintama, you guys, if you don't know. That's not news, but it's happening. This is a new room. I thought this might have looped back to a different room. I know the dudes in the beginning said, like, watch your light, or, like, you know, don't extinguish the light or something. So I'm just, like, not going to light a torch in here, even though I think it could be useful. I don't want to disturb the graves that are already being disturbed by these guys. I don't know. Claire... I don't. There's things about, like, even in just like the last like couple weeks, there's shit about Claire Obscure that I think is extremely cringe. But the game itself, I don't think it like is really to be blamed for that. But and in a similar way to the Kingdom Hearts thing, am I going to pretend to blame it? Yeah, 'cause it's funny. I don't think I'm personally interested in it. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I've decided this year, at least, that I didn't care about RPGs. It might be Metaphor's fault. By that I mean it might be my fault. This year, unless it was like Pokemon or like something easy to go through that I had already gone through, I took just a hard no stance on RPGs this year. I didn't play any new ones. I'm over them. I mean, I'm not over them. I love them, but I'm over them. I'm literally about to start playing KH1. But whatever. I'm over them. 2026, I'll come back. Oh, Red Rouge. You don't want to die in here. I can already tell. I had so much shit there also. You guys, I don't usually have a hard time. Oh, good call, Sis. Is it not connect? Oh, I wonder if it disconnected because of fucking stupid. Here, I can fix it. I wonder if it disconnected because my stream did. I played the sound, but I think the death counter fucked up. There we go. Alright. You want to know what I think maybe part of it is? And I'm not afraid to say this. Some people might be afraid to say this, but I am not one of those people. I think I want my RPG to have anime in it. I don't know what that says about me, but I kind of think I want my RPG to be anime. I don't know. I like anime. It's anime! I like it! But, you know, not everything I like or play is anime stuff, so I don't see why this would be different, but for whatever reason it is. I'm skedaddling out of here. I like my RPG to have J in it. I don't want to play any JRPG. I don't want to... It's not really fair. That's not really fair. I don't want a JRPG. I want JRPG. Chris Wolfhard. Whoa. Red Rouge should have got hit by that. I don't know why he didn't. I don't like these fucking Wraith guys at all. They remind me of like a Castlevania monster. Which, I don't know, which I love. I don't know why that's a... I don't know. But anyway, that's that, I guess. The Game Awards suck, but it'll be fun to watch them. I hope... Maybe Silk Song wins it all. I don't know. Maybe Jeff pulls a Jeff on us. Did I go this way? Where did I go? Was there a way to go through here? No, I guess we did. Zebra. Yeah, you could do a little Isaburo's show. I'll tell you what I want instead of the Game Awards. I've been thinking about this lately. I know no one would ever do it because, like... Because no one respects games still. I have people kind of act like they do, but they really don't. And also, like, for whatever reason, there'd be, like, no way to really do this. You know what I want for games is, like, a Criterion collection. I don't know if some, like... single person has ever tried to start this up for video games. But that's what I think we need. Instead of, like, I don't think we need a game Oscars. I don't think we need to mimic the same, thing that, like, popular, like, movies and stuff do. I think we need a Criterion. You don't know, the Criterion collection is, like, basically, I mean, like, they have a service, they have a website, but it's basically like a collected, like, assembly of, like, artsy kind of is the right word, but, like, movies of, like, it's for movies, although I think there are other similar things for other media types. But it's, like, movies of significant, like, artistic significance or importance. And I think we need that for games. Now, one thing that's cool about Criterion is they'll get the directors or, like, people who worked on the movie to, like, do, like, interviews and stuff, and then those will come out, like, with the Criterion version of the movie. And usually they come out with, like, a different box cover or something, like, cool like that. And the thing about games is, like, I just think games are so scattered on, like, who makes them and who owns the rights to them and dumb shit like that I feel like it would just never happen. It's not, no, it's like, it's basically just a collection. Like back in the day, I don't know if this is still how people do that, but back in the day I think you would like subscribe to it, right? And you'd get like a movie every so often, like when Criterion would do a release. But I think you can buy them on their own. They also do have a physical closet. But basically they're like releases of movies that have already come out, usually with additional special features. And the whole thing is they're part of like this collection of like significant films that are deemed significant by this like Criterion Dark Council. I think games should have that, though. I think if we're gonna ape anything about film, fuck the Oscars. Do that instead. Release physical versions of old games with cool stuff on them. Maybe. or just release them. My vision would be it would have to be somehow, there'd have to be some way for them to work with publishers. I think some publishers would be interested in this. But the other thing about games is that they're preserved so terribly that, like, ports would probably be bad. Like, I just, like, seems like it could never happen. But that's my dream. But, you know, usually they release in, like, a batch of a couple games at a time. I think it would be some kind of artistic games, but also, like, some classic games. And also, I think it would be a great excuse for them to release games that we did not get in English. Because a lot of Criterion films are foreign films. Because other places that aren't the United States make good movies that, you know, movie buffs want to watch. But Criterion, if there was a Criterion for games, we could get games that weren't in English. Like the service would do that. They would sub it. Or like they'd have to like translate it and put it in. It would be a lot. That would be a lot of work, but I think if people really cared about the art form, that's the kind of thing that would exist. But people don't care about the art form. All they care about is Jeff. Do you feel me on this? People don't care about the art form. All they care about is winning Twitter argument. That's my take. I would subscribe to that in a heartbeat. Give me, like, Eco with, like, a Fumito Ueda, like, commentary track. Give me, like, some Japanese game that never got translated. And give me, like, a retro game that has a bunch of, like, a retro game that has, maybe has, like, playable versions of, like, beta builds. Or, like, cut content stuff. But, like, one that's, like, important. That's what games would do if they were cool, but they're not cool, and Hollow Knight's not gonna win the Game Awards. And Jeff is trying to become video games. I haven't seen a lot of movies in the Criterion Collection. I'm sure I've seen some of them. They also sometimes put, like, funny movies in there, too. Like, they're not all, like, artsy-fartsy significant films. But a lot of them are. There are movies of all genres, for sure. Even though I think, at least, like, when they were, like, kind of first becoming, like, it was first becoming, like, a thing. I think there was definitely, like, a stereotype for what they were, but... I think you could, if you did it with games, you could do it in all genres. I think it's important to be a little pretentious about art. I don't know why we're talking about that now. I think aversity to pretension is aversity to, I don't know, curiosity. Expanding one's own mindset. Jeff. I don't know how we got on this topic. I do believe that, though, very heavily. It's spicy to be a little pretentious sometimes. I know a lot of people, like, you know, obviously, like, that everybody has met some dick who only likes movies and music and stuff you've never heard of. But I think the problem with that is that person was a dick. It's not a problem with the media. If you tried some of the media, you'd probably like some of it. You guys, I had a funny dream. I think, speaking of games, and speaking of the Criterion Collection, I had a funny dream, and it's very comedically similar to another dream we talked about on this stream like a couple weeks ago, like a month or so ago. I had a dream that I had a dream that definitely like I think like it was again one of those kind of dreams that I like woke up and I was like, I know exactly what this is about. No. The Diddy dream, that was like way back. That was like months and months ago. That was almost the beginning of this dream. No, I didn't have another dream about the Diddy song. Hilarious one though. This fucking sucks. This is gonna have to be another one of Red Rouge's great feats. I gotta get out of here. Doing good. Don't walk back into the fire. Oh, Red Rouge. This shit sucks! Don't put this game in the Criterion Collection. Leave this one out! Good Jeff. If there's a good Jeff watching, don't put this one in it. They'd put Demon Souls is what they'd do. Yeah, but I didn't want to be in the room where everyone can hit me all the time. You feel me on that, Sis? I had a funny dream. So, okay, in this dream, it was one of those dreams that's like multiple phases. And the first phase was, I was in like a mall, and the mall was empty. It was closed, but it was not like an abandoned mall. Like, this is not a scary dream. It was in fact a mall that had a bunch of cool like stores and kiosks and stuff. You know, do you remember, like, I think this comes from, like, deep childhood, like, love of just places that sold things, which I felt very deeply as a kid. But you know how, like, a mall, like, store sometimes, like, won't have a door on it? I feel like this is more common back in the day. Like a mall store where, like, you can just run in and, like, run into magic, kind of. Like it's just like open there, like on the side of like the, you know, the wall of the mall. And it was just, I don't like it's just still just a store. Like it could be like a Foot Locker or something boring. But like there's something beautiful about a store in the mall that like doesn't have a door you have to open. Like it's welcoming you in to consume. Anyway, when I was a kid, I used to love the mall. I don't think that, I think, like, most kids do, though, right? Like, everybody loves the mall. You might get pretzel. You might get pretzel and get to go to the Disney store. How about? Anyway. So, I'm in this mall. We gotta get back on topic, Jeff. I'm in this mall, and, like, the mall is completely empty. You might get pretzel or icy, and that's good. It's good for you to get that. You deserve a little treat for yourself, even if you don't do fucking anything. And in the mall, I have like 4 billion action figures. This is highly exciting in my dream, because my dream is inventing action figures of stuff that like doesn't exist. I have a bunch of these little, like, miniature, like, Fire Emblem action figures I know. They're like the units, like, in their, like, kind of canon class. And they're, like, small enough to, like, have, like, 4 billion of them. But they're big enough to, like, have, like, some pretty good detail and be cool. It's, like, a very cool thing that doesn't actually exist in real life, but exists in this dream. I also have just like a bunch of like Pokemon plushies, like there's just like a bunch of figures and stuffed animals and stuff that I have with me in this mall, and nobody's in the mall, and it's like nighttime. So what am I doing in the mall? I'm setting them all up to like it's like they're gonna have a big battle. And like most of the action figures, this is probably like the good guys' army or something. Most of the action figures are all in this like sort of southern hallway. Like the part of the mall that I'm at, there's like a big kind of cross of these like, you know, like it's of just like the directions you can go. And I'm like right in the middle. There's like this big pillar thing in the middle. and I'm in the southern corridor setting up all these Fire Emblem guys. And then I go to like the western corridor, I put some more guys there. I go to the northern part, I put some guys there. I'm making like this whole cool big battle in the mall for me. And I'm like vibing with it. I'm like, this is like the kind of games I would play with like my Bionicles and or action figures and stuff as a kid, where I would just like come up with like what the plot was gonna be, and I would like just play with them doing it until I had to like go take a shit or something, and I would come back and it wouldn't be quite the same. So okay, so I'm doing this shit in the mall. It's cool as fuck. I'm feeling myself. I got all these action figures that I'm like, holy, where did I even get these? And then the lights come on. And the lights come on in the mall, and the lights come on in my life too, because who comes into the mall? I gotta focus up here for a sec, but this is my favorite part of the story. Who comes into the mall but my dad? No, Red Rouge. Who comes into the mall but my dad? And like the lights click on in the mall. My dad walks into the mall and he's like, "Hey, buddy. There's people gonna start coming through here soon." And in this moment, the lights have not just come on in the mall, but the lights have come on in my life. Like, I am a roach exposed in a dirty apartment, because I suddenly have this crushing feeling that I'm almost 34 years old, and this is what I'm doing with my time. I'm setting up the action figure stuffed animal war in this empty mall, and my dad is here, symbolically representing like my own failure. Not that like my dad not that like my relationship with my dad is like that. I like my dad, but like, you know, in the dream, that's like definitely what it is. My dad is here to like stop me from doing this. He's here to like wake me up in the dream, and I realize like how much of a loser I am. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I start like going around the mall, like taking stuff down. And but he's like still with me. Like, we're just kind of like making like the kind of like small talk that one would make with their dad, or at least that I make with my dad. Very much like, you know, like the Bo Burnham where it's like, say hi to dad, and that's the deepest talk we've ever had. It's like kind of like that kind of dad talk. And so, but guys, silver fucking lining. It's not over for me. I'm taking the shit down. People start kind of coming into the mall, and then I realize like this mall we're in has some cool fucking magical little stores to go in, and kiosks and stuff. And I think my dad can tell that like, I don't know why this is what happens in the dream, but I think in the dream my dad could tell that like I was kind of embarrassed by what I was doing, and then he felt bad about it. So my dad was like, "You want to like go like look around at some of these stores?" And I was like, "All right, let's do it." So now my dad and I are like basically game chasing together. Because again, like, and I think maybe this may have even come from the deep subconscious too. I remember I have good memories as a kid of my dad taking me to, specifically, there were these mall kiosks that had Pokemon cards, back in the day. Again, like in the 90s, there were like, at least the mall that I grew up in, there were these stores in the mall that were like just for Pokemon. This is like something you would not really see now unless you were in Japan. But I swear in the 1990s, like, if you were there, like, these existed. They had them. And so, like, these aren't quite that, because they're not, like, just for Pokemon. But I think the reason my dad in the dream was doing this is because, like, this is something we actually did used to do together. But we're walking around these it's like if you imagine being at like a convention, like they had like retro game stuff, they had like figures and all that kind of shit. And my dad in real life doesn't really know a lot about that stuff, but like we're like just doing it together for some reason because we're both here in the mall and like the vibe is weird. But then I get really stoked on this idea of tracking down a Dreamcast with my dad, a Sega Dreamcast. And this is where it ties into the other dream I had fairly recently. Fucking Rouge! Where did my health go? This ties into another dream I had recently where, if you'll remember, I bought this is a Japan dream I had. I bought this Dreamcast and I like left it somewhere. And I went back to the store assuming they didn't give it to me, but then they did, and then it was like a weird, like, Seinfeld-esque awkward dream. But the Dreamcast is back in my subconscious, and this time I'm at this cool mall, not in Japan, looking for it with my dad. And he's, like, getting into it. I'm, like, telling him, like, so it's, like, white, it has, like, a little orange, like, spiral thing on it. I was like, if you see one that says Sega, that could be it, but it might not be. It might be like a Sega Saturn. That one's black though. And I was like, I think there is a black Dreamcast, because I think there is a black Dreamcast. But I was like, we're looking for white. He was like, okay, got it. So we're like going around at this mall looking for a Dreamcast. And I don't think we found one, but. Yeah, the Sega Sports one. That's the black one. I don't think we found it, but, like, it was just weird and funny that, like, we were both into it. Like, we were, like, asking the store owners about it. It was, like, this weird, like, cool-ass dream that turned into a shame dream that turned into, like a weird, like, nice moment dream. And then I woke up and I was like, that's fucking weird. Should I buy a Dreamcast, though? I don't know if my subconscious is, like, reaching for something I don't have. But it might be telling me what I need to do. I mean, am I gonna do it now? No, because it would be more expensive than not buying a Dreamcast. I know the Dreamcast is not, like, the best console to collect for, but, like, I don't know. You can't argue with your subconscious. Might have to do it. What I should have done is, if my subconscious really wanted it, if my subconscious really wanted this, I should have got one in Japan. Because I'm sure that shit is expensive. There weren't that many games for the system. There are definitely some ones that are very coveted. It's definitely one of those systems that you want to buy imports for a lot of games. And the lasers are bad. And the control stick sucks. But, like, I think I might need to get one. I think that's what my dream is. I don't think my dream is saying, like... I don't think my dream is saying, like, you know, call your dad or something. I think it's saying buy a Dreamcast. But I just thought it was funny. It was a very funny dream. I woke up and I was like, I gotta tell this on stream. But then my dumbass went back to bed. And I didn't write it down. So there could have been funny things in the dream that I don't even remember. Because it felt like we were going around for a long time. How come these guys are so much scarier than those stupid little Wraith shield guys, and they're so much easier to beat? Yeah, I'm telling my dream on the stream is like a Dreamcast. That's so true. But maybe if video game criterion exists, then they'll just do that. I guess the thing would be is, like, what would the service even be on? There's no universal way to play video games like there is with movies, like a DVD player. It's such a, like, proprietary genre, or like a proprietary type of media. Because no companies, like none of the companies are ever gonna be like, no, Sis, I think I was right. I think the hole is what I need to do. Maybe for some people this works, but I think I need to go in the hole. I need to go in the hole and I need to do this. And I need to do it again. The big overhead and the big swing back. But I want to explore that room is the other thing. So I want to clear those guys out. Yeah, closest would be PC, but the thing is, like, if they ever did, like, a Criterion or, like, something like that for video games, there would be an extremely noticeable party not present. Do you guys know who that party is? I'll give you a hint. The name starts with an N. You guys know who that party is? It's Nintendo. It'd have to be Criterion without Nintendo. If we're talking about it realistically existing, there is a game developer and publisher that would never, ever, ever, Chris Wolfhart, ever put their games on PC or like allow them to be in some kind of bundle. So you'd have to do it without them. Speaking of Sega, I think that they would be like, they seem like they'd be the type of company that would be the most into doing something like that. But Sega sucks also, and they have no good car ideas. So I feel like somebody else would have to like organize it, and then be like, just like, we know what we're doing, we know how to do ports, like just let us do it. You guys don't know how to do it, just let us do it. Let us make this. They would just have to sign the rights. Alright, this is the last time I will be in this hallway. We gotta be getting, like, close-ish to a boss, though. Because we got a second bonfire, like, on the way in here. Have I twice on this stream already said Chris Wolfhart, like, in the middle of my sentence to indicate that I'm doing, like, Chris Wolfhart? I think I did it twice. I did it when we were talking about the JRPG. Which, to be fair, is something we made up. But it was sort of informed by him. JRPG, like, that's an exaggeration. But it was informed by him. Good job, Red Rouge. We got him with the... I got him with my... Banshee Shriek attack. I thought we might beat the story tonight, but I feel like it's slipping away from me. I'm going in the hole. This is my Rouge. It was made for me. Don't ask for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for Rouge. Yeah, TCG Pocket's doing a thing. We're doing good still. Move forward. Forward, men! Right, now we back up a little, do a little chug, make a little lug. Get Rouge tonight. Bow, bow, bow. Get Rouge tonight. Uh-oh. Ow! my foot's asleep and this is impossible. Where do I... Says, do I have to go anywhere in here? Where do I go? What's the right way? There's gotta be, like, items and shit on the ground in that room, though. I'm not trying to just, like, absent-mindedly, like, die over and over again in the same spot without, like, trying anything different. I just want to explore that room, and I feel like there's no, like, way to do it without killing all of those fucking guys, because there's 4 billion of them. I'm getting that, like, it seems like they don't spawn unless the bell rings, but with my big-ass sword, it's so hard to keep that bell from ringing. Like, again, I'm not ignoring the mechanics, I just don't know what to do about them. I don't feel like I have a way around them. I guess I could try to just, like, nip the lip a little bit on these gravestone things. Like, if I roll into them, can I break them? No. Look around this room. Well, that's the way we came in. That's the bonfire. That's the way out. These are the ghouls. And these are the stones. And then the Dark Souls version of the Rolling Stones are all in here. And Jerus is like, hey lads. You guys, that Beatles channel, the channel that does Beatles. There's this channel that does, it's Red Miss VG or some shit. There's this YouTube channel that does these funny Beatles remix videos. Most of the time, or at least this is how they began. They began as Ocarina of Time. Beatles in Ocarina of Time, like... I guess we haven't been up there either. How the heck do I get over there? I wonder if there's, like... I wonder if there's, I'm sure eventually we will get around to that guy. Where the wraiths spawn? They spawn by those bells, don't they? I feel like they're not in that room until we ring the bell. Maybe I have to destroy those bell things and they won't, like, spawn out of them anymore. But now they're there. They come out of from somewhere specific. I think they're coming out of those statues. Because that's what it seemed like in the first time we went through that first room. I guess I could destroy. I could try destroying those. I like hitting these guys with the magic because it's fun. Seems like they don't have much. Seems like they don't have much in the way. You know? They don't have, like, something in the way. You guys know the Nirvana song? Is it called Something in the Way, or is it called something else? You know the Nirvana song where it's something in the way? Do you think that Kurt, being obviously a huge Beatle fan, this is probably some shit everybody already knows about. Do you think that Kurt, obviously being like a huge Beatle fan, like wrote that to like invert the meaning of like something from the Beatles, like by George Harrison? Because in that he's saying obviously like there's something in the way she moves, but to me something in the way is like on the Nirvana version. To me something in the way always meant like like something obstructing one's path. Is that what it's supposed to mean? Let's break it down. Like there's two like ways you can read that sentence, and both of them are written the same, but they have different meanings. Was this the way we gotta go? I'm going down it. Fuck that shit. Is there like a Dark Soul around here for me? Kurt Cobain was a big Beatle fan. Because goats like goats is what I'm saying. It's not cool to act like stuff that's super popular is bad, just like it's not cool to act like stuff that's pretentious is bad. Basically what I'm saying is everything is good. Except Kingdom Hearts. That's really all I'm trying to say. Oh, a Triclops crochet. Well, they seem a lot less interested in me when I'm over here. So maybe I'll just stay over here. And let them be like, what actually was that, Rouge? Maybe I'll just like stay over here and let them be like, wait, actually, hold up a second. Did we see Rouge? And like try to come over. I do think they might be infinitely spawning though. Maybe I'll try to destroy those statues. You can destroy them. Let me get Shieldo up. You can, right? Okay, that's broken. They're doing Soul Blazer on me. You probably could get some games that were on Nintendo platforms for the video game criterion. I don't know why this is the topic of the night. Like games that had at one point had been exclusive on Nintendo stuff definitely have been re-released for multi-platforms. So like some SNES RPGs and stuff. I thought of that because I said Soul Blazer. Some of those kind of games you'd be able to put on there. Destroy Rouge. Good job. Now go back in the hole. Oh, magic shield. That's probably a spell. They won't release it on Jeff's fault. No. Come on. We can't call it that. That defeats the whole purpose. It would have to be done by someone who at no point was called the Dorito Pope. If you were at one point on the internet referred to as the Dorito Pope, you aren't allowed to make the game Criterion Collection, no matter how good of friends you are with Kojima, or how much you want to be taken seriously by people. Speaking of Kojima, perfect game to release on there would be Snatcher. Is that what it's called? I'm cooking. Snatcher would be the perfect game to release on something like that. You know what, Sis, you want to do it? Let's do it. Does it sound like a nightmare to make, but yeah. Alright, there's definitely another one of those things in there. I just don't know where it is. We're making the Criterion. No, Rouge. Here we go. Now go, run, go, run, go, run. Backwards pack, going for it. Oh, Will. You hate to see it in there. That's a bummer. I've been pulling backwards on fuck, why is it's still ringing? Is there like a bell ringer bench out there that I'm not aware of? I'm not being sexist. That was something sexist I made up about it. In Bloodborne when we did that project. At least we were considerate enough to not use a hard T. I try not to. When we played Bloodborne, there's these enemy types that like summon other monsters, and they're called the bell ringing bell ringing, bell maidens or something? I don't remember what they're called. But we definitely referred to them on the project as the bell ringer bench. It was a long time ago. Uh-oh. Oh, Rouge! Oh, no! Oh! Reggie Ice! God, that took such a long time. Sizz, is it that? Is it that? Is it the statues? Is that where they spawn out of?
Oh my goodness, Rouge. Oh, how could you let that happen? Oh, Rouge.
Alright, so like we were almost there. We just had to destroy like that one. That last one. You know what I just realized? There is also a Dark Souls. Yeah, we're playing it. You know what I just realized I was doing there? And I didn't realize. I didn't even intend to this time. Shit we talk about? Shit we talk about, maybe like top 5 things we talk about the most on here. At least that are like this. You know, in the zebra Pawu clip, where he goes, "Oh no! Oh no!" That's what I realized I was doing there. That was the cadence of it. Every line is a gem. A clip where every part of it is iconic, kind of. And the reason I know that is because it's one of those things where I like get hyper fixated on like a new part of it, like every so often. There's media that were like there's like funny videos or like stuff that like has like one really great line, but then even more important than that, there are like things that you like that like you can go back to and you can be like, this is the part of it that I'm obsessed with this week. And that's something truly special. Or at least I feel that way about stuff. Sports Nuts is another good example of something like that. Oh, I feel like we haven't talked about Sports Nuts in like a little bit. If you count the oeuvre of sick animation in general, then that's like its own version. But specifically Sports Nuts is like that. I would absolutely do a Sports Nuts line bracket, or I would do like a tier list. But it'd be so hard to like not cap it at like B. It's kind of a video where all the lines are funny. These guys are crazy, Melissa. Big souls. Those guys are big souls. Okay, one more time. We're gonna run it back. This is not the way. We want to be going over here. Maybe? No, this is also not the way. Large soul of a proud knight, dragon charm. But what is that? I know what the dragon charm is now. I had to be, that's one of those things where I had to be told that I kept asking what it was for me to finally remember what it was. It's like one of those questions that you remember always because you got in trouble in school for not knowing it. Can't relate personally, but I've heard people are like that. Oh, the statues don't respawn. That's so awesome. What even rung the bell this time? Was it the guy? The guy. Was it the, was it one of the other enemies, like, hit it or something? That's got to be what's happening. I think that sometimes when it rings in that second room, I think it's the mage guy like hitting it with his spell. They're dead, right? They're both dead. Poo poo poo. Poo 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 poo. Alright, we got one more down at least. Okay, there's one down there. Oh, you know, I knew that, because that guy, I sometimes I have accidentally run scared down that hole, and that guy gets me. And I forget that he's down there. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, can you not destroy those ones? Are these a little different, these ones? I have seen them destroyed before. These ones look like you can't do it. Maybe those are for the zombies. But the other guys spawn out of those statue things, right? They're like different, subtly, right? Now, I haven't gone down here before. Do I want to try it? Escus to chug. I got my Escus flesh. I'm playing Dark Souls. I got my Escus flesh. I guess these are like I guess these make sense, these graves. These are like the souls of the warrior. Have you guys seen the clip of the little boy who beats Elden Ring? He was like 10 or something. I don't know why, like, it wasn't even like a viral clip. This is just some shit I saw on Twitter. It wasn't shit though, it was wholesome. I think he was maybe like, he might have been like a little autistic. There was like I remember seeing a nice post about this dad who was like, yo, look, my 10-year-old son just beat fucking Elden Ring. And it was very heartwarming. There was like a whole story to it too, but I don't remember it exactly. Good for him. I'm not sure where that came from. I think it's because I was saying Escus Flash. And it reminded me of like what a little kid would call the Estus Flask. When I was a little kid, I called elephants Adidas. And I called alligators Aggie Daggies. Because I knew I was ready to talk, but I like couldn't quite talk yet. And I knew the word consignment shop because we would shop there a lot. We went to the consignment a lot when I was little, just because, you know, it's like a nice, cheap, affordable way to get things. And I like knew the word consignment shop. Ready to talk, but nothing to say. Ready to talk and just a little stupa. And my sister called elephants F's. And she called bears B's. So who was the better child? All I'm saying. The answer, neither. But actually the answer is me. But not because of that, just for other things. Oh, shortcut. Is this a shortcut? Does this go back to the first room? Damn, we could have been back here. Is it? I think this is that first room. Well, I guess we could sit. I mean, I needed to conquer that room just for myself, I think. Let's forge a little bit further. It's so fucking dark over here. You're a mimic. Oh. Whoops, what did I get? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Magic stone and dark stone. Thank you, sis. Was there something else over there? It's so fucking dark in here. There's like stuff down there. Did I go down there though? Can you guys see on the stream? You can. Looking at it and you can. Oh, we did go down there. That was down where the ladder went. I could. It's just like in my nature for whatever reason to like mash, I don't know why, to like mash when I'm getting ready to pick up an item. Maybe it's like every modern game that has like Skittles. Oh, there is a... Okay, we definitely are going to go back and sit then. Every modern game where you're like running around in like a big open field and you're just like pressing the button, pressing it. It informs that type of play. Wait, this is the way I came out of. We need to go back across the bridge. Well, guys, I hope everybody else is doing good. I hope your Thanksgivings are coming along. I won't be bringing a Taco Bell Baja Blast pie to mine, but I'm only a little bit upset about it. Whoops, 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 whoops. I'm going back to She. I'm thinking about She. What we gonna be? I'm thinking about She. The Emerald Herald. Doesn't she have like a name?
Bearer of the curse. I will always be at
What is her
your
name?
side
Like Florinda?
until hope has fully withered.
She must have a name. I don't remember if she said it or not, though. Dear Snack, I have a question. I have a Kentarosmon on my team right now, but that begs the question. What about Ketarosmon? What would he be at? I think he would be like... Ketarosmon would evolve from Ketaromon, who would evolve from Taromon. Taromon would be like a little metal ball with like a little hat. Ketaromon, for those... IYK13SYK. Ketaromon would be like a little Wally-esque robot thing, and his attack would be like a Volt Zapper or something. And then Ketarosmon would be maybe like kind of like a cyborg thing. He would have his hat back, but I think he would like throw the hat and like razor blades would come out or something. And maybe like to put the Taros in it, he has like a centaur lower half. He's like a robotic centaur with a blade hat. What should we level up? Sorry, I was chugging there a second ago. What if we put one on the Vig? Should we? For old time's sake? Let's put one on the Vig. If I had a little more Vig, I wouldn't even have had to have worried about those guys killing me. How much do I need to level up now? I know you can see this in your other menu, but... 20,200? You know what could be fun is to put a little on attunement, just enough to get a third spell slot. It couldn't be that far away. And then, like, for when we have the DLC and stuff, we can run different, like, a couple more pyromancies, or, like, run different stuff. There we go. That's enough to get me, yeah. I want to put one on Toonie. Toonie and the Vig. What does the damage for pyromancy, like, scale off of? Does it scale off of a stat, or does it just scale off of the level of your flame? Because the flame is just, like, the same as, like, the spell-casting, like, weapons, right? But the flame must scale off of intelligence also. Like, it must have something, be some combination of those, right? Like, doesn't the weapon level of your staff also impact your magic? Or does it just give, like, a boost to it? Undead ditch. Undead unditch. Does he have a railgun? You know what, Zebra? He might just. Or maybe, because I'm imagining Keitaros Mon being the, like the champion form. Maybe the ultimate form has a railgun. Like an electric railgun thing. It goes through here, right? Now this room could be a big room for us. This looks like it could be a big room, but maybe it's not. I don't know if I really think we need more strength. I think we might be done on leveling strength. I've like double that compared to all of the other stats I have. Keep one thing in mind tonight. Alright, is it that this is raw? This is raw. Restraint, okay. So like maybe don't jump in to like attack something immediately. Don't accidentally kill like an NPC. Is this another invisible guy? Sorry, says, hold on, restraint. Silky. These things also. Am I? Okay, the dudes have spawned. These are the elders. Don't manager mode that shit, you idiot. I'm just gonna Vati my way down. Okay, it's not gonna work. Hold on, it's not gonna work. I thought maybe I could just. I thought maybe they were welcoming me. I thought I could walk the path. Putting out a book on all those Elden Ring topics. Vati? Doing a book? Vati literature? What would you even call it? It's not going to be a Vati Vidya if it's a book. It's kind of rough. Is it just like the book version of his Elden Ring videos? Oh my god, I kind of probably just need to go, I feel like. Because this shit sucks. I'm going. There's another invisible guy here. There's also a night guy over there. That guy is not going to be cool to deal with all these other stupid guys. But now it looks like I can maybe run past them all. I'm gonna try it. You can never catch me, the Jerugial man. Run, run as fast as you can. Who the heck is this? This is another Dragon Rider. I'm tired of you guys. I'm tired of this shit, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Okay. Have we finally, like, come to him? Is this the Ornstein and Smough equivalent? Oh, what does he have? Like a bell? This is like Silksong. Velstadt, the Royal Aegis. Pog! Boy. Ow. You're just one guy, though. You're not too. Or clearly, I think, what's his name said, like, Gwyn retreated further back with his guards. So this must be one of, like, Gwyn's most trusted guards. Alright, we're showing restraint. This is said to show restraint. Like almost Zelda vibes a little bit. Not to continue to indulge this comparison that Sis thinks exists, where Dark Souls is the same as Zelda, it isn't. But this theme is giving me like Ganon's theme vibes a little bit. Oh, are we healing? No, we're doing something. Are we bringing guys to life? Should I show restraint? What if I just did a little zoop? He powered himself up, clearly. That might have been his half-health, like, thing. He's taking less damage, too, now it looks. But these attacks are very dodgeable to me. Dark magic! You remember that one session where Fuka was here with us? It was like a couple weeks ago. I don't know why I'm saying remember. Do you remember when Fuka was here? Briefly? She had a little run-in with Red Rouge. We have a lot of Estus to chug, though. Should be doing it. Don't do whatever that is! Whoa. I think I got lucky there. Like I just jumped. I just like happened to dodge roll, and I got very generous frames on that magic blast. I'm too good for this game. Yoo-hoo, Dark Souls 3, give me a challenge. Maybe there's more? Maybe? Maybe? That guy was cool looking. Soul of... No, wait, there's guys. These guys are all coming after me. Yeah, he's like, oh shit, he beat Velstad, I'm out of here. Stay gone, you loser. Clear out the guys. Well, Sis, that sounds hard for me, though. Should we? Or are we good now? Alright, let's read about the soul first. That guy had to be like Gwyn's right-hand man. He looked very important. Oh, and he had a dark soul, kind of. Like, not really, but kind of. He is like a fucked up soul. Soul of the Velstadt, defender of the king inside the undead crypt. Velstadt was always at the king's side, as if he were his lord's own shadow, Ra. After the king retired to the undead crypt, Velstadt followed, never to return. Dang. Okay, so I wasn't watching Dark Soul 2 lore videos, you guys. I wasn't doing that. Oh? Whomst comes this way? Is that the king? What is he back there like, oh, is that Red Rouge? I've tried too much to drink today, come back later. Is that the king wandering around back there? Are you the king? Alright, I'll talk about my conversation topic, like, after this. Oh my god, he's trudging. Might not be hostile. Oh, yay, the king! I can't lock. Oh, I can lock onto him. Is he even like following me? Well, I could take this. What should I do, Sis? Should I swing at him? Let's see what he does. He doesn't even give a fuck. I am gonna take a look-see, though. Is this him? Is this Vendrick? Definitely, like, seems like it should be. He's Gwyn-esque in the face, but I struggle to think of a man more gaunt than me. And yet, I can't look away. He might be the gauntest of us all. This is how I feel if I'm, like, really sore or something. You ever been, like, so sore after, like, a workout or something that you, like, it hurts to, like, lie down? I've been like that once or twice in my life, and this is what I do to fix it. Just walk aimlessly around. Well, he definitely was not in here, like, ruling the undead. He's in here like a little, like a gaunt-ass wretch. No, I didn't mean to do that. I promise you, Sis, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, good. It looks like I didn't hit him. I don't know. I don't know why that happened. I think my R2 button rubbed against my knee. I promise you, I was trying to do restraint. Yo, the king's ring, huh? Well, this has got to be important. What is this also? Oh, you know what I think it was? I think I was holding down L2 to use the binoculars, and I would, like, maybe my finger was just still, like, pressed on it or something when I took it off. This is maybe his armor that he's now too gaunt to wear. It is shining like the sun, like in a godly way. Or maybe this is where he, like, maybe this is his, like, shade. And then he returned as gaunt. Damn, the king was fucking gaunt this whole time. Oh, there is an examine. Alas, nothing happened. Alas. Maybe I need to wear the ring and put it on. Maybe there's like a Path of Pain-esque, like, go inside the king's memory here. Let's wear it. Which one is it? This. King's ring. A soul is much like a curse, and those with strong souls must bear within them an even stronger curse. Vendrick, the king of Dronglake, used a powerful soul to keep the curse at bay. In the end, he sought the flame that began it all. Oh, I thought something would happen. Oh, I didn't. Did I equip the ring? I did. Maybe there's like a use command I can do. No, I guess there's not. I mean, there is in the item menu, but... Right? Let's see if I can use it. No. We can try to walk out. All right, done. Bye, Kingy. Sorry about what happened. Or congratulations. Sorry. Hello, she.
This ring is the symbol of the king. Use it to gain passage through the king's gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse. If you are to be the next monarch, then one day you will walk those grounds without really knowing why.
Maybe that's like one of the endings you can do. Theming. Once it says theming, and I just have to be like, true. Oh. The music just, oh. I guess the music just dead ass stops when you walk past here. Did you hear that? Well, damn. He kinged on for so long that he became nothing but a shell of a king himself. Alright, well now I think then that we probably have to go and wear this at one of those doors that we found. Because there were some things like that. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Because again, like, you gotta think like I think at least a good sequel should. I was just thinking about this with Hollow Knight, which I've been thinking a lot about lately because it finally got its sequel. Finally, fucking came out. But a good sequel, I think, should invert, not subvert. I think a good sequel should invert some things about the first one, like the first part of the series. And like you gotta think, I mean, Gwyn down in the pit of the world with the very like with just the smoldering dying first flame is in his own way sort of pathetic. Especially like I guess it's sort of like it sort of inverts and it sort of is also similar, but in a different way. Because in Dark Souls 1, even though, you know, you come down to Gwyn and he is like this kind of shriveled old man who's just like protecting these last cinders. They even call him that, like the Lord of Cinder. But he's still like the final boss. Like you still are gonna jump around and fucking parry his ass if you know how to parry. And if you're not, you're still gonna beat him fairly easily. He's not that hard. But like he still is the boss. So you think, like I was assuming that I would end up fighting Vendrick. Just because that's what happens in Dark Souls. You beat all the guys, you get all the souls, and then you go and you fight the king at the end. So I think this is a good inversion of that. I guess it's also a subversion. But it is also, in a way, similar. Like, the overarching theme of the series maybe is to say that, like, kings are not but men. What's built by those with aspiration to rule will eventually end. Especially if you hold on to it. I think that's a general theme of Dark Souls, so far at least. Bloodborne even too. I mean, also in all the games, like, the theme is sort of exploring, like, a world in ruin, and so, like, obviously, you know, it just sort of kind of lends itself to that too, but... Should we try to kill this guy? I'm sick of these guys. I guess he's gonna, like, be here, though, so... If he'll come in here, I'll fight him in here. Is this your king? Let's bone out. Hold on, I'm gonna beat this guy first, though. Okay, he doesn't like me. I'm boning. Bone zone diddles. But if Vendrick's not the guy, then what am I to do? I'm going back and seeing she. It does look like we have beat the boss here. Hey, that boss looked cool, but again, just easy, I thought. Alright, I want to talk about something that I don't know if this... I'm not sure if I understood that this was something the fandom thought about this game, nor do I know that it really is. I saw something recently. It was like I think it was a social media post, or maybe it was like the beginning of a YouTube video that like autoplayed or something. Did not have anything to do with Dark Souls. Welcome back, She. I'm glad you made it back safely, She. Or, like, it did, but it did not have anything to do with, like, the plot or anything of this game. I didn't, like, spoil myself by looking at this. But basically, it was someone who was levying criticism at people who don't like Dark Souls 2 on the basis that people say it's too hard. Is that what people... Is that why people don't like this game? Is that what people say about this one? Or that it's, like, cheap or frustrating or something? This is the game we think that about? If that's true? Unfair? Because I don't know, like, there are some rooms that suck. Like, there are some bullshit rooms in this game. But I don't know if I have felt that, if I've experienced that significantly more than Demon Souls. Or, not Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, I mean.
Bearer until hope.
I feel like it's been about the same, like... I don't know. I mean, I guess also, I've had Sis to help me, like, Sis 16 nav some stuff. So, you know. Maybe if I didn't have him, I would have struggled more with some of those crappy rooms. But I don't know, man. To me, they don't seem so significantly different, really. And I think the bosses might be easier. They might not. Maybe they're not. The bosses in Dark Souls 1 are all pretty easy, too. So maybe, like, in its time capsule, that may have been part of it also, but... People don't like it because it threw enemies all over the place. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're like night and day difference that you could love one and then like hate the other to me. I feel like that's weird. We did get our next spell slot. Look, see, it was right there. It was just a hop, skip, and a step away. Oh, I forgot I got this warmth spell. Immolation seems so funny. We're definitely equipping this. This is like a heal, right? Let's use it. Okay. I want to be warm next to she. Because she makes me feel warm inside, so I want to be warm too. Warm. Are you liking this? Is it good for you?
Bearer of the curse, I will always be at your side until hope has fully withered.
I wonder if she'll say anything
Those
new.
who come to Drang Lake seeking it happens to them all. That
That's-
real night, although he does offer sound. Perhaps
That's
he's a
the same stuff as before. Can I like cancel it? She's getting healed as fuck off of that thing. So this looks like you like put it out and then the more you stand near it, the more maybe it heals you. That's pretty cool. Go talk to Nishandra. Is that this chick over here? Are you Nishandra?
You've been long away. What would you like?
I don't know. I don't remember what you sell.
Well, I've only one thing to provide, and we both know what that is.
Look at she over there, just ski warm. Stone Trader
No
Cloanne. Who the fuck is Nishandra? Is that the cat? It's not Rosabeth of She Fiora. Look at that over there. Keep that. Oh, the queen in the castle. Okay, I mean, I guess we could go back there, but there's a bonfire like close enough to that, right? All right. That was not Shrine of Amana, Drangleic Castle, and I think that was, there was also a bonfire I didn't even find here. Oh, we also have that key to go stick in that freak. Let's go do that. There's also the fucking freak. Says I missed a whole bonfire? Which one was it? Was it under Castle Drangleic or was it Central Castle Drangleic? Let's go here. Let's go. Let's do that. It looked like he was maybe guarding one of the, those, like, Legion down from the Amala. Some sort of wench. But she, now, like, we hadn't seen any of those characters when we came up here, but, now that I've been down there, she looks like one of those guys. Okay, this is where we fought the boss. Also, how come is it that it's sort of, it seems to be telling me I haven't defeated the boss here, but I have here. Is there a whole boss we haven't fought in the castle yet? I guess there were some ways we couldn't go, right? Wasn't there a locked door or something somewhere in here? Okay, this was the way to slightly before the queen and down a ladder in a hidden room. Okay, this is the way. This is where Fuka was. That's the way to Looking Glass Knight. So I guess like Looking Glass Knight and fucking whatever his name is, Volstein. That's not a word. It's Velstad. Those guys were like his like guys that he like tried to like put there to keep people off the path. Because I don't think he would have employed the fucking frog demon. That guy just seemed like he was sort of there. But you know, it makes sense. I definitely think I like the Looking Glass Knight more than Velstad. But I guess he looked cool. Yeah, just gonna... This is what you wanted, right? Just gonna do that. Yeah, he definitely did like a... Ah! And he like faded away. Macaroni with the key in my face. Ah! Alright, hello, she. It's okay, that freak will never bother you again, ma'am. Oh no. Ring of the Dead. Well, that was anticlimactic. For one of us. For one of us, it seemed rather climactic. But not me. There was a climax experienced by someone, but it wasn't me. It was Clavel under there, I just know it. Ring of the Dead. I have to have I've missed it somewhere here. King's Ring. Here it is. Where of this ring appears human even when hollow. Oh, this is the glam ring. They say that in the undead crypt, we can reacquaint ourselves with the dead. We all suffer loss, and none of us can escape death. Then what is the fascination with reclaiming that which you have already passed on into the beyond? Fascination with... Oh, okay. Does this do something for me? Or is it another plot item? Oh, duh. We just read that. Keep human appearance when hollow. Well, being gaunt is half the fun, if not more. Being gaunt is at least half the fun. I'm never wearing that. Cool for you if you're making fucking YouTube videos or something, but nah. That's not me, dog. Oh. This is haunting. Is that the song of her spirit as she, like, descended down this passage? Or was that something in the mirror? It does look like there might be different things in the mirror. What was that, Sis? Was that her singing? Was there something in the mirror? I'm too spooked to go back up and check, actually. Let me just take a look at it. Okay, that's what I thought. But, like, doesn't it kind of look like there's something in that mirror? I guess it doesn't really. I thought, like, what if one of them you could, like, jump? You could just, like, simulate jump into. That would be cool. That would be like Zelda. Like Phantom Ganon. Cool boss in the 3D Zelda game. The one I like the most. Not the one Zebra likes the most, though. I meant the other one. All right, Red Rouge, hit the shimmy on this shit. All I'm saying is, I feel like the difficulty has been fine on this game, even in the areas. I don't know what game truly, like, have you played some of the best games of all time? All of them got a bad level or two. Literally, none of them have only good levels. All of them have a bad level. You feel me on that? What's a game that has no bad levels? None of them, kind of. Or at least not most of them. If you're making like a huge game like that, you can't be perfect at everything. I think it's good enough. Some of the areas have been cool. And colorful is another thing that I've liked about this game. Like maybe even compared to Dark Souls 1, which has some very cool and memorable areas, but not like... I mean, maybe Scholar of the First Sin is more responsible for some of that than the original Dark Souls 2. But, I think compared to DS1, I think this has been an adventure rather full of color. Like areas with whole different palettes and stuff. Okay, this is the way back to the Queen area, I believe. Maybe? No, I think I'm still going the wrong way. Well, to get to the Queen, we have to go back. We have to go back through the boss area. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. She's back through here. I'm finding that other bonfire, too. Let's go find it. She's down, like, over there. Over on the other side of there. Hello.
Drang Lake is no longer. Brave undead, seek the throne.
I don't remember. Here's the thing. I don't remember what she said the first
The
time.
symbol of the monarch, and do what must be done.
I think it was the same as this.
Seek the throne. Follow the symbol. Brave follow.
It's very strange to me that she's just sitting here though. Like it feels uncanny in a way. How is it already 2:17? We're playing an extra half hour tonight. I started a half hour late. I know we're positive boss now, but like fuck it, man. Alright, so there was a bonfire somewhere down there. We did go down here. I remember going to this. Maybe we missed something down here. Hello. Get off my castle, man. Oh, we didn't go down there. Down into the squelch hole. What's up, Kingo? 2 most recent songs added to the DK64 randomizer. Wait, wait. Ekritique City, Raw. And the Golden Sun Desert! Peak and mid can coexist. I don't remember if this shit hurts you or if it just like whatever it's called. The message says item. I don't remember if it hurts you or if it just like dissolves your armor and stuff. I don't think it does damage. I also think we might die if we jump from here. Put the cat ring on though. I mean, like, I can fix my gear. We can also just bone out of here if we need to. I thought Ekritique was your favorite town theme. Yeah, well, you know. Golden Sun. Golden Sun walks in and changes everything. I'm doing it. Red Rouge. We definitely didn't get this. What if it was a mimic? Because again, when I was in here before... Fallen Crown broke. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I can fix it all, right? Let me look in the menu, though. Red Rouge. Is my shield not broken? Was it in here, Sis? It seems like it maybe wasn't in here. Trudging around in this shit. It was where we were? No! Well, I don't particularly want to fight all these guys with no anything, but I guess I can run past them. Bearer of the curse. Ouch. Ow. Ouch. Ow. 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 I'm dead. I'm dead when I finish just opening the door. Stupidest ass art of dying I've ever experienced. Fucking Lendegrass is gonna shit his pants when he sees this. He's gonna go,
Oh my goodness, what were you doing, Red Rouge? Oh my god, I've got to fix so many things. Oh my goodness.
don't worry about it, she. Hey, buddy. Gotta have to use a consumable soul also. It's okay, I have a bunch of these hero souls, and these give you a lot. 10,000? Like, that's too much. Oh, my lord. Prepare. No, maybe it's not too much. These are more expensive. Perfect.
Oh my lord.
You could never make Wario in Dark Souls because Miyazaki isn't brave enough to let you make Wario in Dark Souls. I'm sorry, but it's true. You guys stay when I was at the fitness center. I was thinking about some things. Specifically, I was thinking about the Destiny, my own headcanon Destiny challenge, like playthrough that isn't even being like well recorded. Zebra is doing this thing where he made a whole channel in his Discord and he's posting like a screenshot Let's Play basically, and I just like I don't want to do the same thing as him because he's doing it, but two, like I don't really want to write, like it's like I like to write stuff, but I just like it would just be a lot for me to do. So I'm not doing that. But when I started this playthrough of Legend ZA, I started making up all this extra Destiny challenge lore stuff. And today I thought about an ending. So dumb. I'll probably make it though. I don't know how though. I thought about an ending and then I considered like I'm not sure if I have the skills to create this. But I might try. I could always beat the game and then like post it after. I did make a little thread for it in my Discord around the time that we all started the game, so I could always just use that. Aha! You know, I should have noticed that this. I should have at least mashed up against this, because there's a, you know, like a whatever. What do you call this? The shit that sucks to clean in your house. Floorboards? No. Sideboards? Something. Some kind of board. Alright, are we done in here? Alright, so baseboard. There you go, Sis. Where was the door? I think there was a door that we couldn't get through here. But it could have also been before this point. She said go east. Is it those big doors? Was that one that was in the Forest of Fallen Giants one of them, Sis? There was one, as I recall, in the Shaded Wood, but not the way that we went, I think. Yeah, symbol of the king. All right. Was there? I think there was another door in here that also said such. All right, let's go to that one though, because I know exactly where that one is. Kind of. I know roughly where it is. It's down. It's from here down the ladder, across the bridge, through the fiery area thing, and then up the other side where that big knight is. Or do you mean in the Shaded Woods? Well, I still want to see what this is, because I keep fucking forgetting what it was. There's a door here that we've yet to see open. Wait, is this the way? No. Fuck. It's something like... Oh, up here. Oh, easy. Alright. I think I know where one other one was. Come on, guy. Forlorn. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Oh, Red Rouge. Get out of here. The best move in gaming. Lift him off the fucking ground. I'm not dying here. We might take a lot of damage, but that's just to keep the power scaling in check. Loser. This guy also has like a similar build to us. I don't think he has the greatsword though. He does have like a big sword. I don't think he has the same greatsword we do. But it's like it. It's like it. Stay back. Pyromancy, how about take stamina? How about? Even that kind? How about? Loser. I need to heal again though. Oh, he hit me with the big swing ding. I know it is. I know, but it's funny just to act like I'm stupid. To me, at least. Boom! He's learned. He's learned my move, my big move. There we go. He shouldn't be doing that shit, though. He should know better. Safe on trade. Done. Speaking of, once again, not speaking of because we already talked about this, but talking about, again, on the topic of Hollow Knight Silksong, you want to talk about a game that I think takes some lessons potentially from Dark Souls in a funny way? That. I mean, obviously, like, that's nothing new. Hollow Knight also took some lessons from Dark Souls. It's sort of like a Souls-like Vania, Metroidvania. But I think Silksong, much more than the first game, understands the art of a duel. Now, the art of the duel, guys, not the art of the deal. It understands that the best boss fights are the ones where you're fighting a character who's the same size as you. And I recently did a tier list of the bosses in that game after now finishing it. Not the art of dying either. I recently did a tier list of the boss fights in that game, and I personally think that all of the best boss fights in Silksong are with similar-sized opponents, not with giant monsters. Although there are a number of fights with giant bug monsters, like the first game also has. But this one definitely feels like like maybe Team Cherry sort of learned a bit of a lesson, or just kind of looked at other games, like what was maybe good about other games, and we're like, we should put more like kind of combat dual bosses in. Okay, we got another nothing happened here. This is the same sparkly effect as the king armor. So there must be something we can do with these. Because I guess I haven't been down there. Could continue going. We could go down there. But it feels like this giant is what I'm here for. Let's see what the message says. Visions of giant, but I failed! But I really can't, like, use the ring. Right? No. You don't have, like, a gesture that I learned or something to make contact with the ring. I don't have a way to God bless the ring. What do I do? Maybe this just like marks the spirit, the soul of the king or something. I mean, we might as well go down here. There's items and stuff to get. It just seems like you're supposed to interact with those. But I could be wrong. Don't collapse, don't collapse, don't collapse, don't collapse. Oh, a fragrant branch of yore. Well, what do you know? What do you know? I got yore. Now, I don't know if they want me to, like, drop down or come back. Like, I guess I could go around and open all these doors. There must be something we can do to interact with those guys, though. Climb back up there. That'll put me, like, close. But I think there's still, like, some annoying enemies I have to deal with if I do that. I don't really want to do that. There's this. How do I get in this? Red Rouge, you should be able to just lift yourself up, dude. Red Rouge. He should just be able to climb in there. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be in there. That's Elden Ring, baby. Well, guess what, Sis? Ocarina of Time has that, and that came out in 1998. You can go, huh? You can go, and climb right up in. Alright, well, I don't... Rouge? He got so sparkly for a mo. Okie. See, I don't want to fucking deal with these guys. I'm going back down. Red Rouge. Oh! I don't care about 6,000 souls at this point. Oh, I died right in front of the turtle guy. You didn't get me, though. You didn't get me. I don't even want to count that one, but I will, I guess. Alright, well, I'm not sure what to do with this. Maybe we'll go to the other one. Let's go back to... I think there was one back near the Shaded Wood. Maybe I'll just open them all up. Oh, I don't know where it was. Here it is. Not Shaded Ruins, though. Ruined Fork Road. Ruined Pork Loin. You ruined the pork loin. God damn it. You guys, there was a little manga series that had a chapter released this week called Don Da Don. He never fucking forgets. It wasn't here though, right? I always don't know where we're fucking going in this area. It's not over here though. I think it's straight through here. Did I already open this door? I swear there was like another door. Yeah, over by these stink rats. Who fear me now? Maybe? Do they fear me because I have the king? Not you. Fuck off. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Never again. I'm not fighting another hippo ever again. This is my solemn vow to the king of the pirates. I'm done fighting hippos. They have too much defense. Here we go. Oh, I see. I knew there was another one. I'm so good. I like how like these activate just by standing by them with the ring. Don Don was pretty good. It was like a fight chapter, but I liked seeing like Momo in it, kind of, and Okarun got to do some cool stuff. And then Aldia's Keep. Is this we haven't been to an area like this yet, right? Well, clearly this is like an area, so maybe this is where we're supposed to go. What the fuck even did happen in Don Da Don? They were battling this, right now they're battling this guy who's like a sarcophagus, mummy-looking guy, and he rides a bicycle, and his bandage, like, he like travels on his bandage to make a road for his bike, because he turned all of like the black space like in the street into like a big pit. He like deleted the space. It feels like something that would happen in like Chainsaw Man. Like it reminds me a little bit of Falling Devil's power. But they were fighting that guy, and Okarun used his like weapon thing that he has, which is pretty cool. I really liked at the end where I think he was trying to get Momo to like run and get Gigi. And I thought that was nice. I thought that was cute. That was a nice moment. But otherwise, it was just like some cool action. Like, you know. And then, and the fucking alien girl showed up or whatever. But I'm kind of like our story about her. I don't know if I'm really like bought in on her at all. I like Count Saint Germain, and I liked that chapter where they were working. And I like when you see them like working in the shop together. But it seems like they've sort of like hinted at a tragic backstory for her. And by seems like, I mean, they definitely have. Like, we got to see that like someone she cared about like died or something. And I didn't care about it really. I'm not like anticipating getting a backstory for the alien girl. They also show her ass a lot. And what the fuck? Oh, petrification. They make it a point to show her like toned buttocks on the screen all the time. And like, listen, sometimes I'm like, hell yeah about that, but with this character, I just like don't care. But other than that, it was like a fine chapter. I also caught up on Bug Ego, so I can be even more like Will now. I can talk about Bug Ego. All of us are on a collision course with becoming Will, I think is what we've learned. Zebra keeps invoking the Will comedy crutch. I think we're all becoming Will, except Sizz. Sizz can never be anything but Sizz. I think I'm becoming Brooch. Anyway, Bug Ego is really good. I like it. There was a new chapter that just came out, because it comes out like the 18th, 19th of every month. Because it comes out in a monthly magazine that comes out at that time in the month. And even though I think the monthly waits are going to be rough on that, that's why I dropped, or like kind of put on hold the series Dogs Red, which also runs in that Ultra Jump. I think that's what it is. Ultra Jump is the monthly one. I like Dogs Red. I think people like I was talking about that when like the first 10 or so chapters came out. And I think people think that like Dogs Red ended or something. It didn't. It just comes out monthly, and the only reason I'm not reading it is because it comes out monthly. It's too hard for me to like I did when like it's a chapter that I'm like, especially like that's a sports series. It's something that I'm like, this isn't gonna make a lot of progress each month. It's hard for me to like want to read it. But you know, maybe Bug Ego will be more like something crazy seems to happen in every chapter at least, so I like that. But this chapter, the one I jumped on at was sort of an interesting chapter because, if you don't know, Bug Ego is, oh my god, it finally happened! The Iron Mimic! Have we seen an Iron Mimic like this, actually? I can't remember if the last one we ran into was. I also, like, alright, peek behind the curtain a little bit. I knew that was a Mimic. I saw his teeth. I knew that one was a Mimic even before we swung at it. I don't know if I've seen one in one of these, like, box treasure chests yet. They've all been, like, the wooden crate kind. Malformed skull and a dark mask. Anyway, if you don't know, Bug Ego is another series written by one who, you know, created and drew the original One Punch Man and also Mob Psycho. All of his, he sort of seems to have kind of finally settled into. I know he has another one going called Versus. I don't know if Versus is was also something he drew and then has been adapted, or if Versus was just another collaboration. But it seems like he's more kind of collaborating now. Probably because he's got a bunch of ideas and a bunch of series going on all at the same time. But Bug Ego is his newest one, and in this recent chapter that just came out, he introduced a group of what I can only describe as one guys. Look around in the shack. Well, it seems to just be a ramshackle shed, Sis. Is there writing on the wall? Okay. He introduced some one guys. if you like have read or watched any one stuff, I feel like you should know what I'm talking about, but like, you know, in Mob Season 1 where they go to the, like, Psychic Association and there's, like, I mean, I guess they're in the rest of the series, too, but, like, Reagan has to, like, Charisma level 1000 his way through, and there are those, like, other psychics. Or even Season 2 has, like, the other psychic organization and all that. Or One Punch Man just has a bunch of one guys, too. He introduced a ton of, like, just, like, one-ass looking one guys. Even though it's like a different like art style, like it's not, you know, I still feel like the vision is totally there. We fucked up her line, but Luca Teal is supposed to be here? No, I was invested in her though. Shoot, what could we have done? How did we mess it up? When was the last time we saw Luca Teal? Is the woman whose like face is like changing to hollow, right? The cool she that we like. Oh, the Black Gulch. Do you think we could still go back there, Sis, and she might be there? I'd be down to try it. Maybe we can still do that. Because I don't think I saw her again after that. No, I did. We saw her in the Earthen Peak. She was there. Do we know where she is in Black Gulch? What if we tried it? Could we? I got time. I don't know if I really want to dig into this area. This seems like a next week kind of thing. Maybe now that we've been here already, like we've kicked off this quest, it's too late. If we know where she is, though, I'm down to check it out. I hate the Black Gulch, but it could be funny. Shitty but endearing side dudes. They just how do I describe them? It's like a group of guys. I'm not sure if they'll end up being antagonists or allies, but one of the characters at the end of the chapter just met up with this other group of like occult weirdo people. But like, there's like an old guy. There's a guy who looks like his life has kind of fallen apart. There's like a girl. It's not a good descriptor. But if you looked at the chapter and like, there's like this page that has all of them, like all like just panels of all of their faces. I saw them and I was like, those are one guys. So that was like funny. And otherwise, Buggy Go was good. I really like the 3 main characters. They're like just a solid kind of like cute little group. And it's about fucking weird shit, which I always like. More shit that's gross and weird, less shit that's not that. Less shit that's like pretty. I mean, Bug Ego does have some pretty like spread pages and stuff, but that's what I want in the world and in manga too. More shit that's gross and weird, less shit that's pretty and normal. Most hidden of her locations from the first bonfire in Black Gulch stick close to the edge. Before the first tar pool, you can spot a small ledge below. I'm going there. I'm going. Not the gutter, Black Gulch. From this bonfire. I'll do it only for her though, because this area sucks. She's probably not down here anymore. Shoot. But if it was like really hidden, you know, I don't feel so bad about missing it. Stick close to the edge. All right, let's do a bonfire, whatever it's called, torch. Oh, he's got the Vengarl. Is that what that guy's name was? Vengarl? Thank you, my little flame butterfly. That would make sense. I think this is past those worms at least, so that's good. It's just these things that suck. I'm not poisoned, right? Okay. Before the first tar pools, which looks like these. Small ledge below. These last couple Art of Dyings have really been inflating the death pool. Inflating the dead pool. I don't think I need a torch. Oh, of course, dead. Because it's like right the fuck down here. Deadpool inflation. Deadpool for inflation scene. I think they could get away with it. Be here, 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 please, 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 yeah! Hello.
Oh, you. My thoughts are very scattered.
She's almost totally lost.
What is this curse? Oh. The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it.
If this ends with her totally hollow and I have to fight her, I take it back. I'm deleting this last 20 minutes of the stream if that's what happens.
Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you, I would be freed of this curse,
wouldn't do it, right?
Then I would draw my sword without hesitation.
Well, good thing for you, that's...
to die. I want to exist.
Oh, this is sad.
I would sacrifice anything at all for this. It shames me, but it is the truth.
So is this supposed to be Lucatiel's last encounter? Because I guess you could come here after going to Earthen Peak. We just didn't. Do they like? Are they like dynamic? Like if we encountered here first, would she be saying this there? Because I feel like it's much like. Well, she was in kind of like a tucked away, like crappy location in Earthen Peak 2. But like this is like she's down here like in the Black Gulch in a pit like in a cave that you would never even like no one would ever come to.
Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes. Maybe we're all cursed. From the moment we're born.
I like her. Can't we have one where it's like better? I don't know how it could get better is the thing for her. Is her face still fucked up? Or is she back wearing the mask again? She's wearing the mask again. But there was one time we could see her face and she looked like half reptilian. But I think she was just becoming hollow and it looked weird. But she looked like a reptilian. Is that what's happening to you, Lucatiel? Are you becoming a reptilian?
Sometimes I feel obsessed with this
Is this about the themes?
insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it.
I'm going to
Am I
Nibiru.
wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes.
Athena. Intro stage.
Maybe we're all cursed.
Fuck. Also, again, it's been a long time since we've like seen her, and also a long time since we met her, which I think is when she explained the most to us. But wasn't Lucatiel? Didn't she like? Wasn't she here for something? Like she was trying to find someone, or like there was something she came. Like I didn't seem like she was here for like, you know, the quest. She was here for some other reason. Like it was more. It seemed like it was like less. Yeah, find her brother. It was like more. It was less. It was more selfless than, like, you know, Red Rouge's mission. You might think. But she doesn't now. She's just lost herself, and I liked her. I wanted to get her back, but I don't think she will. Oh, and this is up here. You know, now that I remember this area, I remember seeing this and being like, how do we get up there? I probably forgot about it. Because I was so over the Black Gulch by the time we finished that stream. Even though the Rotten was like super easy, and I think we beat him on our like second try. She probably will be there now. I don't like these things. I don't like anything in here. I don't like being poisoned. I don't like the worms. I don't like the face huggers. And I don't like eating. I don't like it when I can't eat my fast food. I only like to eat 3 burgers, big fries, big soda, chicken tendies. Where am I, lol? Is that the bonfire? How the hell did we manage this? Am I like further back than we were? No. Seeing that and reacting only with mild irritation. Here we go. No! There's no face huggers here. Alright. Aldia. Aldi's Keep. Is this where you go to buy groceries? Is this where you go to buy like groceries that are like a day or 2 away from expiring? Oh, she's still with us. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least she's not like totally hollow.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, sure. I know it's been a while.
No, forgive me.
Oh, good.
I know you. Yes, of course. How goes your journey?
It's going pretty good. I met the
I
king.
know not what you seek in this
Kinda
far
sucked, though.
land, but I pray for your safety. My name is Lucatiel.
I know.
I beg of you, remember my name.
No. She wants someone to remember her
For I may
legacy.
not myself.
Is this the last Lucatiel Sis, or is there another one?
My name is Lucatiel. I beg of you, remember my name. For I may not myself.
Sad. Cause like we know what we know, we know what her fate will be. But I liked her. Do we know about her brother at all? Was he an NPC? I swear to you guys, I remember things about this character. Again, like we met her in like session like 3 though. I know I like her, and I remembered her name. Like when Sis brought it up, I was like, oh, I know who that is.
My name is
I like
Lucatiel.
her.
I beg
But did we ever meet her
of you,
brother?
not myself.
I don't remember. He wasn't that like shitty guy that Sis thought was cool, was he? Shade. Throwing shade over something I don't even know. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe we wouldn't have done that, but I would imagine that doesn't change the greater story for her. It just gives you the cool hat and the like the puffy shirt, which to be honest is cool, and her sword is cool too. And I liked her. I think we're done here though. I'm gonna sit with Lukey and just smoke a blunt and chill. It won't help her, but it might make her last fading moments easier. It probably won't help with the memory thing at all. I actually had a question about Dark Souls, about the lore, because I was just like thinking about it compared to Dark Souls 1, and I couldn't remember exactly like if this was the same or not. But you know, in Dark Souls 1, like how there are a bunch of undead all like striving to complete the quest, and like you find undead in the in Sen's Fortress, or like other guys, like people come from like different worlds, like different lands and stuff, and they're all like trying to do the same thing. Like they all want to like get to Anor Londo and like do the quest. Is it like that in this too? I feel like when we started the game, I got the impression that it was, but I feel like it has not been like, it has not like unlike Dark Souls 1, I feel like I have not got the vibe that there was like other people trying to do this. Which begs the question, like, why Red Rouge is doing so. Because, like, in Majula, there's a Crestfallen Brudge, and, like, the Crestfallen Brudge in... Yeah, he's very similar to the Brudge, who was there in the Firelink Shrine, but that Brudge was there because he gave up on the quest. But what is this Brudge here for? Is he just, like, a denizen of the land? I feel like I have, like, a loose idea on. Like, I don't really understand quite, like, why it's like that. What is this Brudge here for? Like, you know what I'm talking about? I didn't know if it was supposed to be implying that it's, like, the same thing or not. Because, like, I mean, the beginning was a long time ago. I remember we went to, like, there was, like, that cutscene with, like, the witch lady and all that kind of stuff. But I don't really remember, like, why it set us on the path. Whereas Dark Souls 1, maybe it's just because I've, like, you know, already beat that game and I've, like, the story of that is clear in my mind. But with that game, I'm like, you were locked up in the asylum because that's where the undead were getting taken because that's what Gwyn wanted. And then you broke out of there, you made it to the shrine, and then you went on the quest. You got the quest to ring the bells and do all that stuff. And I'm like clear on like why we would have wanted to do that, or just like what we were doing that for. And in this, like, I know what we're doing. I just don't know like what. Like, I just feel like the staging of it just is less clear. Obviously, it's a different quest. But, like, were there other people who were trying to kill all the guys and then go meet Fendrick and get his autograph? Speaking of, I wonder if there's anything new on the, like, the little map zone. I'd like to look at my little map. There's only like an instinctual drive to do it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Like if you become undead or hollow, you're just like, dang, I gotta get me to Majula. Is there anything new on here? There should be. There's 6 now. I feel like it should be 5. What's this one? Or is this the lands betwixt? Also, what were the lands betwixt? I'm confused about that too. That area is like interesting to me to the point where I'm like, it feels like it's more important than just the place you go through in the beginning. I guess that makes sense. Then I guess, like, are the people in, like, obviously Majula is kind of like, you know, in a way it's like an adventurer's camp kind of thing. There's all these, like, blacksmiths and merchants and stuff here. Is it just like this is a place where the undead go through, like, along their journey? Because they just will do that. And that's why people set up shop and stuff here. And, like, obviously she knows, like, has seen a bunch of other people that aren't Red Rouge, but are less cool than Red Rouge, because Red Rouge is the coolest. Obviously, Emerald Herald knows, like, she... Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I gotta turn it off. I gotta turn it off for tonight. I didn't mean to do that at all. Heal up, please. Phew. Okay, thank you. Alright, she's still always at our side. Like, it wasn't gonna kill her. We could always, if we had killed her, we could always have, oh, Estus Flask is at max strength. Unequip that shit dog. If we had killed her, we always could have used Bonfire Ascetic, right? Wouldn't that have brought her back? Like, it's nice, it's all cozy, and it's fun, and it's healing. It's as good. Okay. You didn't see that, right, Fiora?
Hello again. How have you been?
Anyway, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts about the plot of the game.
My teacher,
I guess that makes sense to me, though.
but I've decided to keep at it alone.
She found her teacher.
I need to see what I can achieve by myself.
Yes, Fiora, yes, that's right. Good for you.
Master Carillion.
Master Carillion and I are from Nelthia.
A land lush with sorcery and pyromancy.
Master Carillion.
Master Carillion polished his art at one of our renowned magic academies.
This is my favorite kind of joke in any playthrough. This quite angered Master Glocken, my previous teacher.
Master Glocken, my previous teacher. Once Master Carillion.
This is the one I don't know. I don't know. This is the one I don't know about this one. I only know the end part.
The remnants of some great power and the deep abyss that surrounds it. I tried to ask more, but he didn't seem to hear. Oh, I'll never be good enough, will I?
If you could have seen the look on my face. It was completely stone-faced. No emotion on my visage as I went, just going through the motions. This one, though, not the case. This next one, not the case. I will always have a stupid big smile.
It was a perilous trek across the mountains.
Wait.
I faced the most frightful things.
Wait.
The number of times I nearly died.
Oh, yes.
Be safe.
Thank you, Fiora. I won't swing my sword at you, and I'm sorry, she. I made it better. We healed it up. I made it better. All right, I'm leaving it off. I'm coming back. What if she was gone when we came back? I'm leaving it off with Lucatiel. No! She's gone! Oh, God, no! Fuck! It was too good to be true. It was too good to Giroux. Guys, thank you for watching. This is the end of the stream tonight. But look, again, this is like our normal, like, we basically went our normal time. Basically, we went our normal time frame. Hell yeah. Again, I thought we would make better progress than we did, but I heard what you did to the Emerald She. Fuck. At least she remembers that the Emerald She is called that. Next time, I guess we'll explore that thing. We gotta be getting close, though. Like, it really feels like we should be. Especially because, like, two of those big doors we opened, or, like, the first of those big doors we opened didn't even seem like it went anywhere. But maybe this is just meant to be the first one. And then, like, we'll find something we can do with the giant, the tree giant and the armor. I imagine it's gotta be something like that. They look so like you should interact with them and they would take you into, like, the giant's dream or something. But hell yeah. Hey, we got a lot of subs and stuff tonight. Guys, thank you. Rinslet with the gift sub. We also had a resub from Comb, Pixel, Sizz, and Tamal, and a big raid from Zabrag. And that's a good night to me. Yeah, we have gone off the rails. The quest, the original quest we thought we were on has been completely, like, fallen apart. Yeah. Like, we're just out in the open now. I mean, maybe the words of the fucking fiery tree man had contained some deeper meaning to what's next on the quest, but I don't really, like, fuck if I really know what it is. I'm just going around now. And go around more we will next week. But before that, we will be doing Donkey Kong on Sunday, which I think will beat that game. It seems very likely that we will finish that. Also, we might, like, even if it's a little longer than 3 hours, we might even just, like, push. Early start? Do you think it will go, like, late? Because we also don't need, like, we don't have a set end time where we need to do an end time. But we could do an early start. I think I'm declaring finale on that, though. Isaac, it's fine. Isaac, let one who has never declared finale not cast the first stone, because that's what Isaac will do. You have to declare finale once to really know whether you or not you can declare it again. I think I'm the face of Cope declare finale. I don't know, I feel like you always have something to say about it. Sometimes you just gotta do it. I'm declaring it. I'm declaring finale for Donkey Kong. Obviously it won't be the end of the playthrough, because it seems like there's a decent amount of post-game stuff. Probably a bunch of more bananas and stuff like that. Maybe harder bonus challenges. Mario Odyssey has that kind of stuff. But, and we're also going to play the DLC for a little bit. But I'm excited for that. I hope K. Rool's in the game. I hope he's in it. I don't know. I'm on Hopium right now for that. I don't know. Don't tell me. Don't be like Snack. Lol face. Like it's something I should have seen already. I don't know. I don't. If you saw like a Prosafia Gaming thumbnail that had K. Rool on it, I didn't. He could be in the game. All right, guys. The only one way to find out. It'll be on Sunday. Until then, big love. Thank you all for watching and chatting with me. I'll see you next time. Say bye, Jarouge. Bye-bye.